Class 12 Chapter 2 Solutions Most Important. Questions with answers. 1. Components of a binary mixture of two liquids A and B were separated by distillation. After some time, separation of components stopped and the composition of the vapor phase became the same as that of the liquid phase. Both the components started coming in the distillate. Explain why this happened. Solution. When the composition of a binary mixture of two liquids A and B in the liquid state and in the vapor phase is the same, the mixture is known as an azeotropic mixture. In any azeotropic mixture, liquids are boils at the same temperature without undergoing any change in composition. 2. Explain why on the addition of 1 mole of NaCl to 1 liter of water, the boiling point of water increases, while the addition of 1 mole of methyl alcohol to 1 liter of water decreases its boiling point. Solution. Sodium chloride, NaCl, is a non-volatile solute. When added to water taken in a beaker, the solute occupies some surface area. As a result, the vapor pressure decreases and the boiling point of the solution increases. On the other hand, methyl alcohol is more volatile than water. The addition of methyl alcohol to water increases the total vapor pressure of the solution. The boiling point of the solution decreases. 3. Explain the solubility rule like dissolves like in terms of intermolecular forces that exist in solutions. Solution. The solubility, in general, is guided by the principle that like dissolve like. This means that a solute will dissolve in a particular solvent if both have the same nature. The ionic and polar solutes generally dissolve in polar solvents while the nonpolar solutes are soluble in nonpolar solvents. These are mostly organic in nature I.E benzene, carbon tetrachloride, carbon disulfide etc. However, there are many exceptions also. For example, non-polar solutes like sugar, glucose etc. dissolve in water mainly because of hydrogen bonding. 4. Concentration terms such as mass percentage, ppm, mole fraction and molality are independent of temperature, however molarity is a function of temperature. Explain. Solution. By definition, molarity takes into account the volume of the solution which changes with a change in temperature. All other terms, such as mass percentage, ppm, mole fraction and molality for expressing the concentration of a solution involve the mass of the solvent which is not influenced by the temperature. 5. What is the significance of Henry's law constant Kh? Solution. Henry's law constant, Kh, helps in comparing the relative solubilities of different gases in the same solvent, e.g. water. In general, the lesser the value of Kh, the more the solubility of a gas. 6. Why are aquatic species more comfortable in cold water in comparison to warm water? Solution. The aquatic species are more comfortable in cold water than in warm water. This is because the solubility of any gas in water decreases with the rise in temperature. The solubility of oxygen in water is more in cold water than in warm or hot water. Since oxygen is essential for breathing, aquatic species can breathe more comfortably in cold water than in warm water due to the higher percentage of oxygen present in cold water. Hence, they feel more comfortable in cold water than in warm water. 7a. Explain the following phenomena with the help of Henry's law. I. Painful condition known as bends. 2. Feeling of weakness and discomfort in breathing at high altitude. B. Why does soda water bottle kept at room temperature fizzes on opening? Solution. When scuba divers go deep in the sea, the solubility of atmospheric gases increases in blood. When the divers come up, there is the release of dissolved gases and it leads to the formation of bubbles of nitrogen in our blood capillaries, hence there is a painful sensation called bends. To avoid bends, the tanks of scuba divers are filled with N and oxygen. 2. At high altitude, partial pressure of oxygen is low. It leads to a low concentration of oxygen in the blood of people living there. A low concentration of oxygen develops anoxia, i.e., unable to think and act properly. B. In order to increase the solubility of co-gas in soft drinks and soda water, the bottles are normally sealed under high pressure. An increase in pressure increases the solubility of a gas in a solvent according to Henry's law. If the bottle is opened by removing the stopper or seal, the pressure on the surface of the gas will suddenly decrease. This will cause a decrease in the solubility of the gas in the liquid. As a result, it will rush out of the bottle producing a hissing noise or with a fizz. 8. Why is the vapor pressure of an aqueous solution of glucose lower than that of water? Solution. Evaporation of liquid is a surface phenomenon. The more the surface area available, the more the evaporation of the liquid. Now glucose is a non-volatile solute. It occupies a certain surface area of water. This means evaporation of water from the surface gets reduced and its vapor presence also gets lowered. 9. How does sprinkling of salt help in clearing the snow-covered roads in hilly areas? Explain the phenomenon involved in the process. Solution. The phenomenon involved in the melting of snow on snow-covered roads is the depression in the freezing point, which is caused by the addition of non-volatile impurities to a liquid. The addition of salt, sodium chloride, lowers the freezing point temperature of the water and thus helps in the melting of snow. 10. What is a semipermeable membrane? Solution. The membranes which allow only the movement of the solvent molecules through them is called semipermeable membrane. The membranes appear to be continuous sheets or films. Here only the molecules of the solvent can pass, while those of the solute, which are of bigger size, are not in a position to pass through. 11. Give an example of a material used for making semipermeable membrane for carrying out reverse osmosis. Solution. Polymer cellulose acetate is used for making semipermeable membrane for carrying out reverse osmosis.